Okay, we need to do an intro.
Yeah.
Right. This is a lot of things at once. My multitasking brain is going crazy. Welcome to a new day. Today we're baking and live streaming, which is a lot. I don't know how much baking I'm gonna do actually, because this is kind of a lot to think about and look at. I did prepare 3 things to bake, so cookies, scones or scones, I don't know how you pronounce that properly, and Semla, which are a Swedish baked good that we have been wanting to make forever, but the day this video is going live is National Semla Day, so we wanted to make those. We are trying to set up the live stream right now and we are running a bit late because it is already 11:30. We still need to have lunch and the live stream needs to start at 1. So we have 1.5 hours to have lunch and set everything up, but we did not take into account that we needed to rearrange the kitchen a bit. So let me show you where we're at now. So I don't know how much you remember of our kitchen, but this is different. And this is different. So this one used to be there. This one used to be there with our oven on top. But we put the oven in this room because it's noisy. And we have live streamed before with kitchen things. And the oven was very annoying. It's very noisy. And like the background noise is very distracting from a live stream. So we put it in here now. That's also something we did not think about until we were in the kitchen setting up. So we put it here. And it's also better because it's on a separate... Let me ask Nathan what the name is for that thing. It's on a separate electricity breaker. So the oven in that room now is on a different breaker because it used to be here and with... That's very dark now. Ah.
Too bright outside.
Yes, it's very bright outside. That's going to be an issue maybe. Not for you? You're a professional camera guy. I am not. So the oven used to be there with those 2 induction hobs on the same outlet. And they can't be on at the same time. So now we can have those 2 on and the oven. Which is also a lot better in just everyday life. Because it's already kind of annoying to use only 2 of the hobs. 2 of the cook plates? Cooktops? What is it? I don't know names today. Because we are very used to having 4. And 2 is sometimes just not enough. It takes a bit more planning to do stuff. Which is okay, but then it would be nice to also be able to use the oven at the same time. So now we can do that. So we think the oven is going to live in there for a while. Nathan is trying to set everything up. I'm trying to leave him alone because I think I will only stress him out more if I try to help.
You are correct.
Right now he is setting this up so I can read chat on that. And then we have the camera there with all the gear things. We have some more gear here. We have a laptop here for streaming. I have my recipes because we are going to be baking. And then I prepped my stuff. And that's basically all I can do, I think, except for wait and ask for directions from Nathan. And then make lunch. That's also something I can do. What do you want for lunch? Just bread, cheese,
Yeah.
egg?
Yeah. Is that working for you?
I think so. I need some text to see if I can actually read it.
Yeah.
We put my chat there. We can also just use a phone, but this might be more in real-time chat.
Yeah.
We did think of something new for milk. If you've seen previous videos, our milk frother broke, so we couldn't have cappuccino for a couple days. And that is a bad thing. So we were actually planning on just buying that one new, but it's 2,000 kroners and that's a lot of money. So I saw this one at the IKEA. Just a tiny pot that we can heat milk in. And then we did get one of these. We'll see how long they last. I'm not a big fan of these because they break easily or quickly. But we'll see how long this setup lasts us. And this can also be used for anything else. So for melting butter or heating up milk for recipes. So the pot is very useful anyways. I would have gotten that anyway. So basically We only had to buy this, which was 30, 60. The whole setup was 200 kroners instead of 2000. So that's a lot of saving money. The milk frother we had from, I think it's pronounced Smeg, had a plastic little thing that goes around to spin and froth the milk. And that's plastic and it heats up. So we realized we might have been eating microplastics for 5 years. This is all metal, so no plastics, which we really prefer.
Then we have lunch.
And it is 12:20. So we have to eat quickly.
Yeah.
And then we have finished setting everything up. So if our OBS?
Yeah.
If the OBS software works, we can go live.
Pixel, what are you doing? She was chewing on the thing, the metal.
Are you chewing on the metal? You don't have food. What do you want? I said baking.
Filming a video.
Filming a video. And then the video is going to be baking today. And then also answering the chat, basically.
Yeah.
Eating cheese? The heart is in the way for me. It's saying 0 viewers on TikTok, but people are joining, so I don't know how this is.
Maybe there's a delay in the viewer count.
Maybe. I don't know why a duck is always the first thing that pops in my mind when I ask for an emoji, but time to make scones first. Are we? I think I'll do the recipes on Patreon.
Yeah.
This time. And then also the ones from last time. I will just write any recipe you see in any recipe. So you also see the outtakes now. I feel exposed. So any recipe you will see from now on our channel. And then also like the previous one. Where we did a video where we did cinnamon buns and cookies, I think.
Yeah.
I will also write those out and we will post them on our Patreon. And they will be on the free side of Patreon. So you don't have to pay for the recipes, but I need a platform where I can just write everything down and then it's just easier to do it on Patreon. So yeah, go check out our Patreon if you want any recipe you ever see in our videos. That's a promise I'm making now that I might regret, but yeah. Yes, we'll do that. How much? 3.50. The scone dough is in the fridge. That needs to be there for half an hour. And now it's time to make the semla. I have too many places to look. So we are making 10 buns for the semla, but we are only finishing 2 because there are only 2 people in this house and 10 would be too much. I mean, there's never too much pastry and baked goods, but 10 is a lot because these are very rich. So we're only finishing 2 and then you can freeze the buns really well. At least that's what my recipe says. So we're gonna freeze 8 and then it's easier to assemble them when we feel like having a semla. And we also have whipped cream available because they do need a lot of whipped cream. I dropped an egg. I'm sorry, chicken. You work so hard on your egg and then I go and drop it. That's also why I don't like using eggs for like an egg wash on top of things, because you never use the whole egg and I don't know what to do with the rest of the egg. So I never do it. Film the setup as well. This is the live stream setup. I have the chat there. I have a TikTok live there. And then you are the YouTube live stream. So that is what is happening right now. And we are talking about scones and Welsh cakes. And these are the scones. So these are gonna go in the oven right now. I'm now shaping the semla buns. And I do really hope they are gonna turn out okay, because I'm not sure my yeast was okay. But we'll see. So I hope they rise a bit more than this. But the girl in the video had similar sized buns. So maybe it will be okay. Just going to shape them, and then they need to rise for another half an hour. And I think in the meantime the scones are going to be ready. And then we need to bake these. And I think that's it, because it's already 3:15. And we wanted to finish this live at around 4. So we only have 45 minutes of this live left. And the scones are out of the oven and looking good. These still have some time to go. Since we have to wait for the semla to rise, the scones are done, but we have to wait for the semla to rise, I'm gonna make some cookie dough. I think I can do that in 15 minutes. And this is just gonna go in the fridge, and we will either bake them after the semla are baked, or we will leave it in the fridge and then bake it tomorrow. We have finished the live stream. We are packing everything up. A stream card might be a good thing to have if we're gonna do this now. Because setting this up and cleaning it up every time we go live, if we do it 2 times a week, is gonna be a lot of work. So I think until we have a stream card, we might do it once a week. We're gonna make some coffee, eat a cinnamon bun or a scone, but I think a cinnamon bun because these need to be eaten first. And then the first batch of semla is in the oven. I think it's almost ready. Then this can go in. That needs to cool, and then I need to make the filling, and then assemble them. So I think we can have them as dessert.
Yeah.
Maybe that will work because it's already 4, so it's kind of late already. So I think we're just gonna make 2 as a dessert. Ooh, that's the oven. So this is where we put the oven, and it does smell nice. Ooh, and they look very brown. They look really well. Okay, well, let's take them out. I can't do it because I don't have anything. Let's take them out. Then they can cool down and the other ones can go in.
We had our coffee and changed into another outfit. And now we are making the semla filling.
So we're making the filling now, and then we'll make dinner, and then we can assemble them after dinner. And I'm making enough for 4, so hopefully I can set it aside until tomorrow. So tomorrow we can make 2 more, and then we will freeze 6.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
We have everything to assemble the semlas, or semlor.
Semlor, yeah.
Semlor. We have the buns, we have the filling, we have whipped cream, and we have some powdered sugar. So you have to cut the top off. It looks pretty good. Can you not just make these as just bread?
Yeah, why not?
Without the cardamom? And then you just have
White bread. Yeah, why not?
Just would be nice. Okay, the filling. I feel like this is way too much filling, but I don't know. This is for 4, so it's also very liquid, which I don't know is what it needs to be. But the ones we buy in the store are always refrigerated, so it would make sense that this is more solid than.
Yeah.
I think something like this would make sense. And then ChatGPT said that they scoop out some of the bread crumbs to mix it in here and then put it back in.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I wanted to try it like the recipe first.
Yeah.
Which is this. So add the whipped cream, which you should pipe it on with like a piping bag, but we don't have that.
Yeah, we have.
We have, but I don't want to make it dirty because that's a hassle to clean.
Yeah.
And then you pop the lid back on. Add some powdered sugar. And I think that looks pretty accurate. Looks like a semla to me. So if you're Swedish, let us know if these are accurate or they look accurate, because you can't taste them. But I already know this is going to be amazing. This is a great dessert for us. And that's going to be it for today. So we will see you tomorrow.